Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome. Beautiful. Welcome. Welcome to Mark Bajerski Afternoon Chat. Welcome to Mark Bajerski Podcast. Welcome to Let's Chat, Let's Talk, Truth Bomb Podcast. How many other names do you want to call your podcast before you're happy with one? Yes, now you're talking to a Libra. I thought you said the balanced. Maybe the sign of the scales tell you that they might not be balanced, but they are when it comes to chatting with other people, that's for sure. I think there's a lot of balance, but hey ho. I'll be all right if I keep taking my medication. Welcome everybody. It's been 2 decades. I always like to say that because a lot of people end up watching this video and not knowing who I am, and they want to know who he is. So for 2 decades, I've been working on clients, not as a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but just as a healer. So we observe, and also I used to do psychic readings. So like, zip it, don't say anything, and let me see if I can see anything about you. And that was really lovely. I really enjoyed that. Wouldn't allow anybody to say their name when they came in. So maybe their first name only, but never to tell me their second name. And the reason why that is because then you couldn't say that, oh, he's looked into you and he's found out about you, which a lot of charlatans do. So I said on my website, it says only a first name only. And I like that because then you can't say the only explanation of what I've just seen about you was coming from somewhere. Now, to the brainwashed, programmed who are all into, well, let's say religion, which is a man-made brainwashed psyop, they would call what we do demonic. And it's very clever, it stems back thousands of years. Do you know why that's purposely been put into every book there is? Handwritten, written by man. Where was the women writing it? Yeah, if the women were writing it, it might be a little bit different. But the reason why all these beautiful women were burnt at the stake is for the same reason why people point their finger at people like me who see things that they don't see as, let's face it, fear. They fear people who have a little bit of attunement, a little bit of connection, and they fear that. Man fears that. Fears by jealousy and anger. So we have to burn that, or we have to cast them as demons. Clever, isn't it, when you think about it? Oh yeah, that's right. God gave us this ability, but hang on a minute, it's not an ability, because in this book says that you're messing with demonic forces and you're a demon and you are evil, so we have to burn you. Think about it. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. We've been demonized. Healers have been demonized forever by only a few who actually ended up writing books. And then the whole world walks around with those books and believes everything that they read. And oh, Mr. Bajerski, you know what? I'm wondering who you're talking to. Well, why is it that I'm talking to evil? What makes you think that I'm talking to evil demonic spirits? Why is that? Oh, that's right. There's a book here called the Bible. That's why. But I wonder if you didn't read the Bible, would you say such things? Funnily enough, they don't. Those that have no belief system that actually came for a reading never used to say, oh, this is demonic. You must be dealing with bad demons, because they weren't brainwashed into that thought brainwashed program. And they said, wow, that was interesting. And actually, I felt really good afterwards. And you made me feel like I went away and I thought about things, and it's changed my bloody life, Mark. And you know what? I want you to be my friend forever, because what you've done for me, I can't put into words, but thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'll never forget you. Oh yeah, that's totally demonic. Isn't it, Mr. Bible Basher? Come here. Tell them. What do you think to them who just said that? Oh, they're possessed. They must be possessed. Take your Bible and bog off. So today I want to talk about something which is the brain. Hey, the brain. Let us talk about the brain. Okay, well, what is the brain? The brain to me is this thing up here. And it's very much like a program. If the brain does have no program in it, then there's nothing for it to release that program and follow. So if the brain is just a brain, it's just a brain. That's it. Functions on the body. But if you start input into that brain and start feeding it with a mum, a dad, an abuser, a nasty bully, and here we go, we're at school now, so we're inputting you this, we're inputting you that, we're telling you what to believe, we're telling you what to think, what to eat, okay, so now you've got all that input now as you're getting older. You've got all that input, you've got all that memory. Okay, it's not wisdom, it's memory. There's no wisdom in that really, it's just memory. So I don't see it as wisdom, it's just memory because, hey, prove me wrong. Tell me that you went to school and everything that you learned from school was 100% correct. Funny how the consciousness kicks in and says, this is bullshit, you should be out of here. There's nothing interesting in here. In fact, they're lying through the teeth to you. You know them books that you're reading, your consciousness says, it's bullshit. None of that is meaningless. You should be playing in trees. You should be jumping around. You should be playing with your friends and interacting and understanding each other and enjoying. You know, that's what you should do. What, sat in a prison all day long, all day in prison, giving you just enough space and enough time so that you don't go crazy in your head. Your consciousness is screaming out in pain and suffering. And every now and again, if you're lucky, you might do something that, the system allows you to feel. But the program, the system, only gives you 5% of what you liked about school. The rest is program, lies, manipulations. So you grow up and, what do you expect? You speak to somebody who comes out of a university, they're programmed. You can't have a conversation with them about anything other than the program. Here's your program, that's it. So waste of time as a healer. You're not. How can you talk to somebody who's a program? You can't. You say, that's bullshit, right? What do you mean bullshit? I read it. I actually got a degree. I got 2 degrees. I've got PhD. What are you talking about? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? So the brain. Let's talk about the brain, shall we? What does the brain do as we see as healers? Well, I'll tell you what the brain doesn't do. The brain cannot see your future. Can't see it. Not at all. Your brain is selfish. Me. Filled with ego. Driven by its own pride, energy. What it thinks it knows via the program. It will fight tooth and nail. The brain does not want you to slow down. The brain does not want a full stop at the end of a sentence. The brain does not want you ever to go for breathing lessons, go and do meditation. The brain wants to be fully in control of everything, and that's it. If you're lucky, the brain will give you a few moments, a minute, maybe 5, 10, 15. If you're lucky, if you are fully brainwashed, then you're lucky to get a few seconds. Your brain will then constantly talk to you through the whole of the day. It will tell you what to think all day. It will give you the worst scenarios it can. It will always bring you down a path of darkness. The worst case scenario, it will never, ever give you uplifting, positive, and wonderful moments of reflection. Very, very, very rare. Your set program is normally on a low frequency. It will be very, very dark, I would say, and negative. The energy that it produces from thought is extremely negative. Therefore, the brain is 100% part of the body's failure of what you would call, I guess, feeling bad, feeling like your mind is ready to explode, migraines, eye issues, body issues. Your brain is really the cause of depression, which I don't believe in, but It certainly creates that. It creates nearly all, I think, all disease, because the brain has no clue to what a healer sees. It has no clue to what energy is. It has no clue to what your future brings. It has no clue what to do when it comes to a certain situation that it hasn't read a book or been taught what to do. Therefore, it automatically kicks into fear. So the reason why I bring this up is because 99% of humanity now is fully programmed as computer robots. That's what I see every day. Full computer program. That's all they are, the program. And what breaks my heart when I look at these souls around me is that they have no connection to their consciousness, to their spirit, to who you truly are. So I look at you as a person, not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about those that are around me. And when I look at them, I see the spirit has basically been put inside some kind of prison. It's been trapped somewhere, and there is no consciousness of any sort that is being part of the conversation that we're having. So it's trapped, or it's deliberately being suppressed. Let's think, what would suppress the consciousness, your soul? Well, for me, I think the most powerful way to suppress the consciousness is by dumbing down the very consciousness that speaks through the physical. So that would be, of course, the pineal gland. So people talk about the calcification of a pineal gland. Let's just say that it's been rendered useless by physical stress, by food, which is non-food poisons. So your body is in chaos. So the physical body is not functioning as it should be functioning, with fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, fresh water, natural, no pesticides, no heavy metals, no crap in there, no fluorides that is causing pain and suffering. So when you are in that beautiful flow of a beautiful body, which is healthy, your pineal gland, not just your pineal gland, every single power point in your body is vibrating at its full capacity. Therefore, you will feel, you will sense, you will just know, and knowing, okay? Like, let's go back to the Bible again. That healer, that nasty healer who everybody goes to because when they're sick, they go to him because the healer knows how to heal, whether it's through energy and, frequency, or whether it's with, the real herbs, the real Mother Nature flowers that heals us. Let's kill them. Let's deem them demonic and demons. See where we're going with this? See what's happening to this day? You don't think the same thing's happening by demonizing and burning of healers, of good people who only care about humanity and want them to thrive and be strong and to actually feel for the first time in their life, by saying, look, maybe what's going on in your life is that your body is so unbalanced that you cannot feel anymore. Well, I can feel, not that feeling. Your brain doesn't know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking to your brain, I'm talking to your soul. When I speak to you as a healer, I speak to your soul. Do you know how many times I've told people to shut up? Like literally, stop talking. I'm talking to your soul, not you. Do you know how freaked out some people are when I do that? It freaks them out. I tell them to shut up. I'm talking to the brain, not their spirit. I speak to their spirit with love and kindness. I speak to their spirit to give it strength. I put my hand over their heart to blast that energy so the spirit can then start to come out, and then they start to think, and then they get up and go, why do I feel so good? Why do I feel at peace? Two reasons. One, I blasted your brain to dumb it down, to clear the shit out of your brain that's been put in there by purpose. And now it's all cleared out. You feel at peace. I blasted your heart so that your strength becomes stronger in your heart. The battery life becomes more powerful, which is then the connection to your soul, your spirit, you. So your spirit is stronger in the physical. So now you're now starting to ask questions that your brain is like, it's nil and void then after a healing session. It takes you half an hour to actually come back to your brain. Your brain's fighting to come back, but your brain's like this. what the friggin' hell's just happened? You just shut up and stay where you are, and I'll tell you when to come out, right? And now you're like sat down and you might be having a drink and you're contemplating, God forbid, contemplating. Your brain doesn't want that. What are you doing contemplating? Listen to me. Shut up. Just shut up, brain, right? And then you're feeling this love and you're feeling this healing and you're feeling the possibilities that you've never felt before, because that stupid brain of yours that's been brainwashed by all the bullshit, that mainstream media, black screen lies of the manipulations of every CEO, huge company telling you to buy their shit, eat their shit. All of the pharmaceuticals that you must take these if you're poorly. All that's out of the window. Tell it to shut up. Not listening to that garbage anymore. You've done me no good. You've not helped anything. I feel sick and now I feel better. Hang on a minute. I feel better. Mark, I feel better. So tell your brain to shut up then. You're right. I need to tell my brain to shut up. You're absolutely right. So now you realize that your bodysuit is like a bicycle. And your bicycle needs to do exactly what it's meant to do. That is to ride it. So that's why I always used to get these downloads and say to them, the only time you need to use your brain is when you cross the road and look left and right. Other than that, tell it to shut up and go back to sleep, because you serve no purpose in my life. All you do is cause me harm and pain and suffering. You make me feel bad. You make me think bad. You make me angry. You make me sad. You make me fearful. Shut up. I don't want you to talk to me anymore. I will ask you when I want you to work and function. So when I'm reading a book, then I'll ask you to come and help. So now I'm reading a book. When I need to read some documents, I need to sign some documents, then I'll ask you. When I'm crossing the road, when I'm changing my clothes, when I'm cooking food, that's when I ask you. But other than that, don't you dare start telling me about my life and what will and won't go wrong. Shut up. I did this at 38 years old. It changed my life. I tell my mind to shut up all the time. And now I sit down, my mind doesn't tell me to get up. My mind doesn't say, look at the clock. My mind doesn't say anything. It is aware of what I tell it to now. I am in control through my soul, through my consciousness. And I will say this on air, and I truthfully mean this. There is only 1% in this world now that actually is the driving force of their soul. Who you are is the driving force of your body. I would say 99% are programmed robots, and their soul plays no part in their life. Their true consciousness, that should be the factor of everything, has been rendered nil and void. All thank you to the wonderful system that we call the satanic, dark, evil system that for years and years have told us that goodness does not exist and only evil does. After a healing session, you know what goodness is. You know what love is. You know what feeling in the moment is. You know what inner peace is. You can feel things and hear things and feel just the healing process because you're connected to your spirit. Your spirit is that what knows the body. The brain knows nothing of these things. It's like speaking to McFly. Hello? Anybody in there, McFly? So this is something that I've tried to gently, very gently help people with. What I'm saying with you now, what I'm sharing with you is like a thunderbolt and lightning strike. It might be a slap across the face. It might really piss you off and you might think, I don't like this guy. He's too heavy. And I wasn't like this. I was much gentler. And I used to give little gentle messages all the time to help them find the penny drop moment where they understand life. Your brain will never take you to a place of peace. You go. That's for your bumper sticker. That's for your fridge magnet. So, yeah, I could meditate now and there would be no thought about what I should be doing, where I should be going, why am I doing this, am I doing it right, this is ridiculous, what will people think, I'm wasting my time, I should be busy doing something else, there's other things to do, I should be. That doesn't happen. I just close my eyes now, take a deep breath, breathe through my nose, out of my mouth. As you do this, you start to feel a sense of calm. You start to feel your whole body changing its frequency. The body starts to react to the motion of breathing, of going into stillness, no thoughts, just being at a place of utter peace without trying to see anything or be anywhere or try and understand what I should be doing. It's just a simple place of being. In that beautiful moment, the body is healing. You can feel different parts of the body at work. And the reason why I used to share with you years ago with the understanding that I used to see was, how do I share true healing with people to understand the benefit of healing so they will see healing as an important part of their life? Because most people just say, what are you talking about, healing? What? I don't even see it, don't know what you're on about. So the way I used to see it is, when I worked on my clients, when my clients found this inner peace, it would be like 1,000 minnows shooting around, schools of fish going all over the body, fixing it. But when you came into me, I saw all these fish in your brain trying to eat away at your brain, because your brain was just filled with chaos, worry, fear, what ifs, where am I, what should I be doing, everything's wrong, everything's going to go wrong. And your brain is feeding frantically, trying to eat all of these negative energy thoughts away, and the rest of the body is getting sicker and sicker. When the healing begins and you blast their head, and all of a sudden the brain just loses all of that memory and goes into a dumbed down state where it starts to just relax, all of a sudden the fish have an opportunity to go to the rest of your body, your stomach, goes to your heart, goes to your feet, goes to your eyes, and starts cleaning all of that away. Wow. The client gets up and, like, I felt loads of funny pains here and there. And I'm saying, that's because you were having healing. Healing were taking place and you were being healed everywhere. Whereas before, you never had chance, because your brain is constantly kicking out food for these fish. And the fish are like, oh my God, when will this ever stop? When can we finish cleaning? But your brain doesn't stop. It worries. And your millions of fish that should be all over your body, cleaning it all day long, are just working 24/7, desperately, frantically, to clean your mind of all your nonsense and worries that 99.9% never come true. But yet you still don't know that, and you're still worrying, and they're still eating, and then your body collapses. You have a bad heart, you have a bad stomach, irritation, it bloats all day, your knees are killing, your eyes, your joints, your hearing, everything, you feel bad. Yeah. That's because you don't let your little fish go to where they need to be. So when you meditate, and you meditate in a way of just being at peace, the little fish then go, oh, there's nothing to clean here, because you've told your mind to shut up. You're now just at peace, and you're just going to be. It doesn't matter how long I'm going to be. It's none of your business. I might be here 1 minute. I might be here 4 days. None of your business, mind. Shut up. I'm just going to do and feel. And wow, the more you do it, the more you feel great. then your mind kicks in, and then you'll follow your mind again, and you'll go, okay, I've got to stop now, because your mind tells you to, because you're a prisoner of your mind. The day that you tell your mind to shut up and work when it should work and not talk unless it's spoken to, that is the day when you do that and your brain listens because you've told it to. It'll be the day that you start to heal. That will be the first day of the rest of your life. I promise. I do wish you all a lovely day. Please join me tomorrow at 11 a.m. UK time, where I'll be having a beautiful guest on called Richie Allen from the Richie Allen Radio Show. We'll have a lovely catch up and a chat. I hope you can all join us then. I'm wishing you all a lovely day. This was Food for Thought. Don't be mad with your brain. Don't be like angry with it, but be firm and tell it what you want. You are speaking from your soul. You are calling from your soul to your mind. It's not the mind telling itself. Okay? Just be aware of that. Have a great day, guys. Take care. Thank you. Bye for now.